that by nature. When Esau bring you over here, that was a weak custom to run back to because we never know. We learned that in Egypt. That not we. That is not we. We custom, we will dance. You understand? We will listen to the Bible. Bring flavor and things. That is what we will do.
God.
You see? But I have an article here. This is what the article from the History Channel basically. History Stories. What part of Africa did most slaves come from? Published by Sarah Pruitt, May 3rd, 2016. Alright, and I will jump down. It says slaves brought to the United States represented about 3.6% of the total number of Africans, saying Africans but is Israelites.
God.
Transported to the New World around 388,000 people, considerably less than the number transported to the colonies in the Caribbean, including more than 1.2 million to Jamaica alone, or to Brazil, 4.8 million of those Africans who arrived in the United States. Nearly half came from two regions, Senegambia, the area comprising the Senegal and Gambia rivers, and the land between them, or today's Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and Mali, and West Central Africa, including what is now Angola, Congo, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Gabon. The Gambia River, running from the Atlantic into Africa, was a key waterway for the slave trade, as its height about 1 out of every 6 West Africa. Notice I keep saying West Africa. West African slaves came from the sea. In addition to this, to the nearly 50% of the total number of enslaved Africans in the United States from these two regions, a considerable number of slaves had their origin on the so-called Gold Coast or Slave Coast, which is now the West African nation of Ghana, as well as neighboring parts of the Windward Coast, now Ivory Coast. Others originated in the Bight of Biafra, including parts of present-day eastern Nigeria and Cameroon, an inlet of the Atlantic on Africa's western coast that was a hub of extensive slave dealing operations. Western Africa. Now, there is a book by the man Rudolph R. Windsor. Some brothers in the camp have the book. I don't have the book on me. But what he's saying in the book is that millions of Jews fled to the western part of Africa. It said that in the book. Rudolph R. Windsor. He said that in the book. Going back to pursuing to give me Matthew 24:14.
This is Matthew chapter 24, right, verse 14. See? And it reads, and this is the gospel, yeah, 24:14, and this is the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Go ahead.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet.
Right, so that abomination of desolation, the men and them who had understanding of the scriptures and what Yahweh was saying, the abomination of desolation is 70 AD.
God.
You understand? Matter of fact, jump from there, go to Deuteronomy 28:51.
God.
And then you will come back to that.
God. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 51. And ye shall eat the fruit of thy cattle.
7:49.
49. God. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall bring a nation against thee from far, and from the end of the earth as swift as the eagle flight.
Why the eagle? Because that is Esau.
Con,
That is his symbol.
that's his symbol.
That is his symbol. Because Moses is saying that he go and bring Esau. This fulfilled in 70 AD. That was fulfilled in 70 AD. You understand? That was fulfilled in that time. That nation are going to bring come as swift as the eagle flight. You have some name, you have some name.
This Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4, right? And though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest amongst the stars.
Right.
You know the eagle is being them symbol. Them can't hide. Obadiah talk about them, the Edomites.
That's right.
Back in this, right? Back in Deuteronomy 28 verse 49, right? Alright. Continuing. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Because we used to speak Hebrew, they come with this Latin.
Con.
You understand? That is what he's really talking about. Talking about 70 AD. Because when you read Deuteronomy 28, it does jump. It don't go into one straight thing. It jump different time periods that it's talk about.
Con.
Go ahead.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
The Esau?
Yeah.
Like Esau, like the Edomites. Go ahead.
Okay. Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Come, well.
And ye shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed.
Right.
Which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind,
Right.
or flocks of thy sheep until he have destroyed thee.
Right. So Esau didn't care about nothing. He didn't give a shit. So now we jump back to Matthew.
Alright, back to Matthew.
So this is why Yahushua was really, this is why it was written in the law.
Con.
Daniel the prophet saw it, and Yahushua breaking it down here again.
Con.
So good.
Right? Continuing in verse 15. Right? Spoken of by Daniel the prophet. Let me start off.
Yeah.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolations.
The abomination of this, like Esau. He's the abomination
Con.
that does make things desolate.
Con.
You understand? That he.
Con.
Good.
Right? Spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso read it, let him understand.
Right, so the men are understanding, they understand, hey, think, you know what? The time coming, he shall go and roll. So, when you read Babylon the Timbuktu, it documents that about 1 million Jewish slaves, or 100 million
Con.
Jews fled from Israel and went into Western Africa. That is what it is telling. From Babylon to Timbuktu.
I think it was over 1 million.
Over 1 million. Can, right. So like over 1 million.
If I remember correctly.
Right. So the left, the CD thing, the understood and the hey fuck, let me go. So some went, they didn't just went into Western Africa, some went into Northern Africa. Alright? These where you get the most from. And some went into Central Africa too. So, but the majority went into Western Africa. That is why the so-called white man went into Western Africa to get slaves, because he knew Hebrews was dwelling there. He didn't go for Hamites. He went for the Hebrews. The ones who listened to Yahushua's warning fled and went scattered and went.
Right? Verse 16. Let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
Yeah, go. Just fucking go.
God.
Because this man ain't going to come and be, the scripture said he ain't going to have PT.
God,
In
spare
Deuteronomy,
all,
he wants to spare the young, not the old. So yeah, what? Just leave. Just get out time. Go ahead.
God. Verse 17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house.
Alright, go ahead.
Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
Yeah, just leave.
God.
Yahushua give you the warning. So the men who had understanding left. But then you had some Israelites who came up into Israel and they get caught. Them get caught. And then you had the siege of Masada and all that, where a lot of Israelites died. They eat the children. You know. There was a real severe pressure from the hands of these Romans in 70 AD. Titus Vespasian, the father, and Domitian, the son. Titus is a son, Domitian is a son, Vespasian was the father. And the fuck we up. You understand? The, the, the F we up as a nation. But the ones who are understanding understood this and left the land, went into Western Africa, dwelt there for about 1500 years or so. Then the so-called white man came and gave me Joel 3.
God.
The so-called white man came. Matter of fact, give me Micah 4 and 1, and then Joel 3.
God. This is Micah chapter 4 verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. God. Yeah. This is Micah chapter 4 verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. Right? For now shall thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell.
Right, so it says we shall go forth out of the city. What is the city? The city is the Jerusalem. The scripture says, for now shall thou go forth out of the city. That's what I was explaining there. We left the city, we flee. You see?
Flee Judea.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Right? For now shall thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field.
The field is the land dwelling as different as strangers in different lands. Went into Western Africa, into Northern Africa, we went into Europe, we flee into Central Africa. Alright? And some even went further, some went into Asia. Who knows? Some maybe went into Asia, some went into Eastern Africa, Southern Africa. We just fled. But the bulk of we went into the western part of Africa. You understand? Dwelling in the field. We didn't have we land. We dwell in exile, out there in the field. You know? So good.
God, right? And thou shalt go even to Babylon.
Right, so now the so-called white man took us, come, capture, we put we in slavery, bring we us over here in this is Babylon. This is Babylon the Great. Thou shalt go even to Babylon. So he was in the field. The so-called white man, by the power of Yahweh, Hashem, gather we up.
Yep.
Bring we over here in Babylon. You see? So go ahead.
There shall thou be delivered.
Here we going to be delivered. Over here.
God.
Over here is the deliverance. You see? This way we going to be delivered. Because why? We is them Israelites, bro.
God.
Go ahead.
There Yahweh Hashem shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies.
From the hand of the enemies. Who's the enemies? Esau.
God. Starting with him, the arch enemies, isn't it?
That is it.
Yeah, it's about all them nations, really and truly, is the enemies. Yeah, like all them had, you know, them hand in a, you know, breaking down Zion, you understand? Breaking down Israel.
Breaking down.
And to date, hence why all of them, you know, look upon us, or look down on us, you understand, when them see we, you know? Because what? The day, the scripture said, the day that would become a stranger, you know, starting with Esau, you know, in basically a tournament, you know? You understand, basically a laugh at you now, my youth. Most I say you should never have done that.
That is it.
You understand what I say? Even though it was wrong, he might correct you, but make him deal with you, not come skin your teeth. Like a joke thing, isn't it? You understand? You understand? Yeah. And it's him go punish you for that.
Yeah, that is it.
So you're going to get it.
So going to get it. Joel 3.
God. Joel chapter 3. Right? Chapter 3. Start at 1.
Yeah, because start at 1.
God, right? For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, right? I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel.
So somebody will read and say the Lord go and fucking beg all you. God.
Yeah,
oh God, leave them alone, please. Oh God, please, me tell you why.
Man, I roast and fry. I say my please, man, you see me?
Yeah.
Call them up in them numbers and just, you know, turn them in that sulfur thing when him turn that wife, you know.
That is it. That is what you want to do.
They say, we say nothing was to be perceived more than those are smoke when the most I don't play, you don't know, you see me I say?
Mm-hmm.
That a go on, right?